Hey y'all, how you doing? In life, we all have senseis, master teachers, mentors, or grand guardians that help us to our journey called life. Now, you're wondering what's a grand guardian and who needs a grand guardian? The answer to both your questions, a grand guardian is a person who looks after you, have your best interests at heart, who keeps you out of trouble, and who's your interpreter in society. The benefits of having a grand guardian is your alibi when something goes wrong, or just a person who has your back when you're alone. So basically, in life, you're not alone because there's always someone there with you. Now, your grand guardian could be your best friend, your girlfriend, your mom, your aunt, your uncle. Your grand guardian could be anyone who has your best interests at heart and who's willing to take the time to sit down and understand and teach you the ropes of life and tell you the safe havens, the don'ts, and the do's. Now, I don't want to hear the bullshit, or I'm not trying to get a YouTube strike for that one because I'm trying to get monetized and I'm not trying to do corporate America anymore. Yes. Now, a person who's saying, I don't need nobody, I'm in my own man, don't give me bad BS. We all need somebody. In the song The Blues Brothers, everybody needs somebody. I ain't giving my J job. Now, if Jamie Foxx has his daughter, who's a grand guardian who protected him from the social media woes of his medical condition, and Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Facebook, his sister, Randy Zuckerberg, was his grand guardian. I have a grand guardians too. So that means you ain't tax exempt. Now, when I was growing up, in my early stages of life, like I said in my last video, I had low self-esteem. So go to the video, Magical Moments in the Mirror, and I tell about my insecurities, and I had low self-esteem, and that my mom put me in the mirror. So my grand guardian is my mom. She kept me out of trouble. She told me the things in life. She gave me health tips, how to stay healthy and make healthy choices. And you probably have a grand guardian. It's probably, like I said, your best friend. Now, back to the story. I didn't have that many people or friends to watch my back. I was that kid who was getting chased and ran home from school. So it was my mom who picked me up, put me in the mirror, and said, we're going to work on your confidence. We're going to work on your self-esteem. And that's the job of the grand guardian, to have an understanding of you and who you are and what are your needs. I'm my own brother's grand guardian, V. So you go to his channel, V, or Vondale at the slap, and he had good content. So for years, I've been watching my brother, how he grew up, and if there's some things that he didn't understand or he didn't comprehend, I was his interpreter and say, hey, V, this is what this means. Because sometimes when it comes to grasping the abstract concept, like a joke or something to deal with religion, my brother don't understand. So my job as the grand guardian was to interpret those things so he could get the idea, so he won't get in trouble or offend anybody because he didn't know. So with being a grand guardian, it's a lot of responsibility, but the rewards is worth it. And to say, and Twitch, even Twitch had a grand guardian, and her name was Ellen DeGeneres. And shout out to GJ Trish, RIP. Ellen did a great job of being a grand guardian. Your grand guardian, like I said before, had to have your best interest at heart, meaning know what you want in life and very supportive and protect you from those dirty ditties of the world and those people who are narcissistic, because you got people in the world that will try to take advantage of you or your vulnerabilities. And your grand guardian is that person who is that shield that between those people who try to do you harm and from you. I want to send a shout out to Matt, Chris Rule, Dave Crayball, Mason Alsop, Trey. In my later years of life, they were my grand guardians when I went out to the clubs and stuff. They kept me out of trouble. Because there was times I didn't know someone was trying to take me out the box, and either Dave or Chris or Mason come to my rescue, separating me and from that person who's trying to do me violent harm. But being a grand guardian, you're not alone, because that person is there with you. Your grand guardian is your ride or die partner. Your grand guardian is that person that if you cannot pull the brakes on that road of destruction, that grand guardian will pull the e-brake for you and redirect you to the right path of life. With that being said, go to Linda Ballard at Linda Ballard's Health 911 and V for Vondale to Slap. Check out their content. Those are my ride or die partners and my grand guardians in life.